welcome to Spain Riding. I am Mia Isaksson. I am working with horses and people. I am in Spain, Malaga, and this is my horse Athos. In my channel you will find a lot of videos from easy things to start with up to Grand Prix level exercises. For me it's important that when you start a young horse that you have in mind what you want to achieve. And for me, when I start a young horse, I have Grand Prix movements in my vision. So all the things I teach the horse to start with, I have the Grand Prix level in mind. But of course we need to build that up from very basic exercises for the young horse, and then we can ask for more and more every year. Today I will talk about this special halter, and it's called a rope halter. It's a little bit, many people think it's a little bit Western style, but I think it's communication style. And the purpose with this very fine thing here is that when you are not communicating, it's very light, so it doesn't make any pressure here. And if you want to communicate and you use it, the pressure will be more effective because it's very fine. So it can be more light and it can also be more precise when you need it. This rope here is quite long, 3.5–4 meters. And it's heavy. It's the same kind that you use for boats, and it's heavy, so when you're not speaking with it, it's really hanging, and if the wind comes, it doesn't move from the wind. And if you want to say something, it's heavy so that the signals really come through. If you have like one of these very soft light cotton rope, you cannot communicate very well. So with this thing I can make very hello Athos, very small movements. I will show you here. When I ask him to go backwards, I start with just my finger, and then I let this movement go more and more. And if he okay, it's almost. We do it again. Now he's definitely taking a step backwards. And this is, like I showed you in the other video, you first ask the horse very nice and easy, and then you increase, you put the energy level up, and you continue until you get the reaction, then you release. And it's a good thing to breathe when you release, because then you really relax, because many times you are so in what we are doing, so that we are still having pressure, tension. So when the horse is doing the right thing, we release and relax ourselves. It's very important that the horse leads well. So, and the normal position, like we can say it like a starting position, is that I have my position here, and this is also a little bit of a safety position. If you are not aware of the horse and you're walking in front of him, he can bite you. You cannot see what he's doing, so he can, even if he's not biting you, he can challenge you without you see it or understand it, and it's difficult for you to defend your space there. Many people think that if you just walk in front of the horse you have a good leadership, but that is not really the truth. From here, I am away from his hind legs, so if the horse gets crazy, I will not get kicked. I can keep the distance away from this front legs, so he will not step on me. And again, if I'm walking in front, he can accidentally step on my feet, and I try to keep this position. And then we have like the basic aids, and that is forward and stop. And that is the first thing. Of course, the first thing we need is to make the horse used to the equipment, but that's another story. And now this horse is 14-year-old, so he's definitely not afraid of the equipment. When we have this good starting leading position, we need to ask the horse to move. And for me, I have sounds. When I want the horse to move, I say, and if he's not listening, I use this one a little bit behind here, so say, let's move. And he's supposed to respect my space here. He's not supposed to put his shoulder to put me away or get too close. So if he's coming too close here, I just ask him nice and gently to respect my space. I don't want him to walk over me. And if I put myself a little bit more away from him, he's supposed to follow me. If I put myself a little bit more here towards him, he's supposed to move away from me, so that we always have this little bit of safety distance. And here I can also tell him with this one that I don't want him to come. Yeah, he knows Spanish walk, so he was a little bit confused. That's the problem with a well-educated horse. He knows so many things, so he's asking, oh, is this what you want? With a young horse, you will definitely not have that problem. And now he's trying to walk a little bit into me, because this is a 14-year-old big baby. So he's saying, maybe there is a ghost somewhere out there, so I want to walk very close to you so you can save me. Now he's asking, are we going out? And I'm just telling him, no, not right now. And that's a good way of thinking about it, that the horse is always asking you questions. They say, okay, can I move you? And I say, no, thank you. He asks me, can we go out? No, we cannot. And if the horse is asking nice and gently, you answer nice and gently. If I now want to stop the horse, I take my energy in, I like breathing in the energy into myself, and I will stretch up myself in a little bit balance, like a half halt. And when I do this, you see my hand is because of my stretching of my body, straightening of my body. The hand will also move a little bit upwards. And that is the same thing that we will do later riding. So, oh, that was heavy work. So the aids that I'm using here is the aids that I will later use for stopping him riding, half halt, and later on piaffe. But now we are happy if we can ask him to start and stop, nice and gentle. So again, when I want him to walk, I am not walking before him, because if I'm running away here, I will leave him there. Now he's nice, so he will probably try to follow me anyhow. But I want to be with him, and that's the same when I'm riding later. I want to be one with the horse. We want to do the things together, as much synchronized as possible. So when I want him to walk here, I try to find a little bit of energy inside myself to tell him, no, we are going. And then I say, and then now he's walking into me, so I tell him that's not a good idea. And I keep my position here. And if I want more speed, I'm not speeding up. I ask him to speed up and then I follow him. And if I want him to slow down, I breathe. And I can use this one a little bit to do half holds. I breathe in. Very good. And then I relax and say, yeah, I know, you're a very good boy. You can do Spanish work. We are not doing that today. At least not now. And if I want to stop him here, I just do my half hold. I breathe in and stop. And when I want him to walk again, and I keep my position here. I'm not walking before him or after him, I'm walking together with him. If I want him to walk slowly, I breathe in and I walk slowly, and with this I can do some small half holds. And I ask him to walk and I keep my position here. Again, I breathe in, and you see he's stopping more or less only for me because I'm breathing. This is Spain in August and we have a lot of flies here, so he's doing a little bit of extra steps because of the flies. Now it's very important that we can do this from both sides. So now I do it very simple here. I just turn him around and I put myself on the other side. And for some horses, if they never done things, because we normally do things from the other side, they can be very, almost shocked. What are you doing on that side? I cannot do it from this side. This is very strange. What are you doing there? Many horses are, if not afraid of people on this side, at least skeptic. And many times they try to get you away from here by not walking or walking too fast or trying to turn, or they try to get you away from this side. So it's important that we start with a young horse to do, now I want him to move a little bit more to the outside, that we start with a young horse from both sides and that we can do it as equal as possible from both sides. I try to keep my position here and then I breathe in and stretch myself, and you see I don't even need to pull here, but if he's not listening I need to use this one. But only by breathing in he will feel my hand going. I do it a little bit extra so you can see it, but only while I'm breathing in and stretch myself a little bit, this one will move and he will feel it exactly the same as he will feel the reins doing this when you're riding. I have this one here, so if he's not listening I can use this to make him walk. I start with, so you see he's so nice so I don't need it, but it's good that you have this little thing here so you can put energy in the horse if he doesn't have energy. Now he's asking, oh, are we going out or maybe eating trees, and I'm just asking, answering his question. So it's a good way of think about it. He's not like a bad horse, or he's not challenging me, or he's not like lazy. He's just asking a lot of questions. And sometimes the answer to the question is no thank you, and sometimes the answer to that question is oh yes please. And it's important that you don't punish him while he's asking questions, because when you want him to ask, oh, do you want a little bit of passage? Of course, I want that question. And if I punish him for asking questions when he is a little child, then of course he will not ask questions later in life, because he knows asking questions is very stupid. So then you will never have the good questions either. Hello! Hi! I am Mia Isaksson and this is my horse Athos. We are in Spain in August, working. It's a little bit warm. He's almost sweating from doing nothing. And me too. Yeah, it's very heavy and we have a lot of flies here. Anyhow, I will show you how to use this working on a circle. So now I'm asking him to move, and like when we are riding, the driving zone, when you ask the horse to move forward, you use your calves here. So when I want him to move here, I use this energy thing here. This is for creating energy. I use it in the same place as I use my calves riding. And if I want the head to go more out, because now it comes a little bit in, I put pressure on the head to ask the head to move away. We are always working with pressure and release pressure. That's the way. No. He's asking, and now he was asking a very big question, and then I need to answer him a little bit big. If he's just saying, can I maybe come a little bit closer, I just say, no, not at the moment. No. And I keep my position. So I am always here in the same position, like when I was leading him. I keep my position here. If I want to do the circle a little bit smaller here, I change my position a little bit more. Yeah, you see. And here you need to be careful because this is a very sensitive horse. So if I just changing my position a little bit more toward the hindquarters, it will be a very small circle. If I then want to do the circle bigger again, I move a little bit more towards his neck, his head. And here you need to look for the reaction in the horse. If he's responding a lot, I need to do a little bit less. If I start to move here and I just want the circle to be a little bit smaller and he's reacting very much, then we don't even have a circle anymore. So then I did it a little bit too much. And it's important never punish the horse if he's doing too much. Because what he was doing right now was just, he was trying to follow my aids, my signals. He was trying to understand what I was asking for. So he, of course, didn't do what I wanted, but it was because he interpret the things I said like that. And then next time, then I need to not move so much towards his hind leg, just a little bit. And now he was not so eager to move, so it's not the same every time. And then of course, if you want more and he's not listening, you need to do and ask for a little bit more here, because now he doesn't respond so much like the first time. And that's the thing about horses. A car, if it's not broken, if you turn the wheel or put the gas, the car will react exactly the same every day. But that's not the thing with the horse. So, and you can see my feet now, they are moving towards him and now towards his shoulders, his front legs. If I now change and I move my feet more towards his hind legs, he will move the hind legs. And now again the circle is a little bit too small, so I use this one to wake him up a little bit, to say hello, because now he's a little bit lazy. Yeah, I want him to respect me. So, and now you see when he's not listening, I put the energy level up, and this one is the energy creator here. So if I want to keep the circle, I move a little bit towards his shoulder or his neck to keep the circle quite big. If I want more energy, I create energy here, where you create energy while riding. And normally in winter he would have run away for that. And now when we have hot, warm summer weather in Spain, he's a little bit more calm, and that's very nice. If we now want to change lead here, we can use the same technique as we used for making the circle smaller. It's just that we put more energy to the hind legs, and again, if he is not listening, I use this to move the hind legs out. And of course, when the hind legs are very much out like this, he cannot walk anymore on the circle, and that is normal then that he tries to stop. And now I will show him with this hand, I will show him, so, and he will feel that in the halter, the direction. And if he's not following this only by I'm showing him, I put some energy here. And now you see he has his nose on my right side and I want him to the left. And that is not a problem. I just need to show him with this. And again, I continue telling until, and he's not supposed to run over me here. So now I just told him that please respect me. I don't want to be ran over. And this is a very nice horse. So he definitely don't do that because he's bad. He's just too lazy to control and take responsibility of his own body. So I need to tell him, hello, respect. If I'm here and if I ask you to move away, you're not supposed to walk over me. And I keep my position, I move my feet, and if he's not keeping the distance, I'm using this a little bit just to keep the distance. And it's important that you're not using this all the time, because many people, they are like going, and then the effect of the signals is gone. So I try to rest my signals, I try to do nothing. I'm just keeping up my direction, my movements, my rhythm, my energy level is the same, to tell him to continue. Nothing special is going to happen. We are just continuing doing what we are doing. And from here we do the same thing. I change and I put my energy and position to his hind legs. Here I can ask him to be a little bit more, yeah, sorry, he's so quick so I don't even have time to explain. And now I change hands and I show him the direction to the right. And then I create a little bit of energy here, and yeah, and now you see he respects me a little bit better this time. Here he's not running over me. They say horses don't have a very good memory, but sometimes they have. And again, I'm moving with him, because if I'm stopping here, he will stop and say, hello, where are we going? And of course, I can ask him to move around me here, but then I need to use the energy that I'm not using in my feet. I need to use a little bit more here in the rope. If I'm moving with him, I have energy in myself, I will also put a little bit more energy in the horse. And for me, I think that is a little bit more interesting for the horse than if I'm standing like a statue in the middle. Then he's like, where are we going? What are we doing? You're just standing there. And of course, it's good that you also can do this. but then this rope need to do a little bit of the energy that your body is normally doing to keep him going and to keep him out. And I like it better to move together with the horse a little bit, and it's also good exercise for me. And again, if I'm now just changing towards his hind legs, and here I can also ask for a little bit the last step here. Next, so, and now you saw he was trying to walk, and I say no, I want just the hind legs to move, and I change hand again. I show him the way. Ooh, and now he was asking, am I supposed to go there? And I say no, 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 no. And here again I check this a little bit so that he's not running over me.